This hat of Princess Beatrice has been scoffed at by many because of how ridiculous it looks. The hat got a lot of publicity, and I think later it sold for several $1,000s online. The first thing about this hat I want to talk about is the oval. I've made videos detailing the use of ovals as a signature symbol of the all-seeing eye of Satan, the red dragon. This hat associates this understanding of the oval with the forehead. The red dragon is not just a symbol of Wales. In Revelations 12:3-9, Satan is described as that old serpent, the devil, and the red dragon. The fleur-de-lis very often aesthetically embellishes ovals, and that's what I'm pointing out here. The familiar depiction of the fleur-de-lis is 3 or more fronds bound together, and below the binding ring you will see the 2 fronds at the left and right forming 2 swirling curls. These 2 curls are called scrolls. On the top of the violin and cello headstalks, these are called fiddlehead scrolls. These scrolls are fern fronds. The fronds are symbolic of the tares, and the fleur-de-lis represents the tares which are bound together and cast into the fire, as mentioned in the Bible regarding the wicked and the end of the age when Christ judges the earth. The fleur-de-lis is not always depicted as just 3 fronds bound together by a ring. Sometimes it consists of just a single large fan-like leaf having many divisions. On the $1 bill you can see at the far left and right of the Great Seal an example of an amorphous fleur-de-lis. It has the 2 swirls and it has the scroll fronds. You see that it is wrapped around the Great Seal and thus highly pertains to the all-seeing eye by association. You can see that under the pyramid of the Great Seal is a floating ribbon scroll that reads Nova Sota Seclorum. A ribbon scroll is another amorphous depiction of fronds, and this is an element that I wanted to highlight regarding this hat. Hopefully you can see how that the fern frond scrolls of the fleur-de-lis are what is depicted on this hat. And the 2 signature swirling scrolls of the fleur-de-lis, as seen even on the Great Seal of the $1 bill, is what the double loop bow really pertains to. This double swirl fleur-de-lis signature is intentionally photographed in the background of this image for the purpose of giving a clue what this hat really represents. The fleur-de-lis is an old school signature of the ruling elite, and it is notable, as I've mentioned before, how using the commonly understood alphabet letter values of A equals 6, B equals 12, C equals 18, etc., the total letter values of fleur-de-lis equals 666, and this was no accident, you can be sure of that. Symbolism reiterates that signature endlessly. That's why the open third eye 666 oval signature symbolism is placed on her forehead. Even the rhombus diamond webbing around her shoulders is another signature associated with the fleur-de-lis, and again, even this is found on the $1 bill as the background webbing. This fleur-de-lis fern frond scroll work is increasingly found on most fashion today, looking a lot like chicken scratch filigree used to aesthetically embellish crosses and skulls and all that. Click on these links and watch some of my other videos that explain interwoven amorphous symbolic aspects of the all-seeing eye, ovals as satanic signatures, the fleur-de-lis, fern frond scrolls, and the rhombus diamond, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, and the open third eye.